All right, my friends, we got the new guild battle here, our first one since the update, Destiny's Flight 21-1. Many of you have been asking about all kinds of teams. We've got a great guide here for Machine God of the Eternal Void. We're going to break down Avatar of Destiny, and additionally, my friends, take a look at Machine God of the Eternal Void, of course. So with that, thank you for tuning in. As always, our guild, thank you so much as well. In the top 500, been crazy. I'm still sitting on all my tickets. Good news is we've made some tweaks here, and we're going to talk about it here today. So if you got a question, if you got a comment along the way, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for your support as always as well. Let's get to it here today because you're excited to see what's going on with the Destiny's Flight 21-1. Avatar of Destiny, and Machine God of the Eternal Void. All right, so a couple things. First and foremost here, we do have Avatar of Destiny. Many players have been asking me, are they the same as before? The team that we had before does work. Let's cover a couple things though first and foremost here. So once again, when we take a look at the Avatar of Destiny, we got a lot of the similar things here as of before. The timing still does matter. We'll cover that here in a second. And then the team ideas that are still recommended are the original two, okay? So those two are still here for you. In terms of what that looks like between the Blackberry team as well as putting all mode right there, a little bit more on that electric. Well, you both have electric there, I guess. So if you hit apply, that will go in. Now, when I say what tweaks did I make, we've been talking about this stuff for weeks. So many players are like, hey, Mythras, do something. So we did do something here today, all right? So we'll talk through that. With that, my friends, this is once again the team, the one from before. It does work great. A lot of these cookies are available to you in the special spot where you can get the cream ferret at the pavilion, plus as well in the mileage shop. So I just like to cover that as a free-to-play player. I think that's important. And then additionally here, we're still on attack. We're on Dream Conductor's Whistle and Enchanted Robes here for speed. So that is the name of the game this time. So let's go ahead and take a look at our gear here. Now, I do got all the topping guides available as always. Now, many players have been saying, hey, hit it with speed. Let's do that. Additionally here, I do have this as the electric type. So if we do need to switch it, we have that availability to us. These things are definitely not perfect. We can make them a little bit better. And every one of those tweaks, and we'll show you that here today, does make a huge difference. So before we were on attack and we were on this one, and we've said, hey, let's go speed instead. So that's what we're doing, and I will showcase the difference here. Then additionally here, we've made some changes. We're on cooldown. We've made a little bit more cooldown, a little bit better here. Survivability here. Again, lots more tweaks that we can make. Had an extra one of these, just not with the Earth. So we just went this route here on, again, attack speed with Creme Brulee. Lots and lots of attack speed. Now, lots of ability to make this better and a little bit of crit there as well. Shifted over away from our attack, and we got our damage resist bypass one if we need it, and off attack into attack speed. So we'll show this here in a second. Cooldown, survivability, same as before, and then here cooldown, and then same as before with cooldown. Okay, so the need for speed is the name of the game here as we moved into that with these particular cookies, as you can see here, and making some of those adjustments with the bouncy caramel, and once again really kind of focusing in on these things. Okay, so just calling that out for players. I know a lot of people like to see all the gear, so we'll go ahead and showcase these pieces here real quick so you can see that. All right, and then just make sure that we're on all the pre-selects that we need. All right, there we go. All right, so again, some adjustments. We are going to go in and battle. Now, a couple things here. Before we were doing about 800K to 1.2, or sorry, 800 million to about 1.2 billion. So here's the difference, my friends. The timing is still the same as before. We're going to get everything off, then use Creme Brulee. We're going to wait with putting all the mode here just for right when these drop, and boom, right there, working our way through. I'll switch it back into auto there for one hit on putting all the mode again, because this guy can knock some of our stuff out. We'll stay on auto here for those two. We're going to switch off, ideally Star Coral first. All right, then we're going to play that Creme Brulee, and then putting all mode for one last time. All right, there we go. And that's the sequence that we're running here. That works very, very well, similar as before. And here we go. Look at this score, my friends. Dun, dun, dun. Boom. Look at that. A huge, huge improvement there for us that I'm super excited about. And again, those tweaks do make those differences. Huge improvement there. Super excited about that. Now, the other thing that is available to you that is new from before, if you don't want to actually play that all the way out with all your tickets, you can go in here. You can look at what it's going to give you on your estimated damage, definitely less. And if you want to go all the way in, you can see. So we are losing quite a bit. As you look at that, see, look at that. So if you actually do the timing, it will make a difference. They do talk about this in the patch notes. So just letting you know. Now, worst case scenario, you get to the end and you didn't have time. You know what? At least you got your hits in, right? All right, so there we go, team. There we go. We got 20 participants. I am lagging. All right, so here we go. We've got Avatar of Destiny all set, tweaked to deal more damage. Now Machine God of the Eternal Void. We've got a full-blown guide on this one here too. We break down a couple of new pieces here. The biggest one is just knowing that this thing is absolutely weak to water elemental, okay? So making sure that you know that is going to be key. In terms of the team ideas, we do walk through both of them. We have two teams. We got a Seafaring team and then an all epic, super epic team there with Crimson. For what I found, the Water Fairy team does do a lot more damage for me because we got that extra elemental boost. Anything that you can do to increase Seafary's crystal jam there is going to make a big difference as well. Okay, so again, hitting apply, that's going to go right in 6, and you can watch me in the other episode where I do kind of showcase both those teams. Today though, we're just focused on this one. In terms of this particular team, couple things here. Again, 2 new cookies. You have a great opportunity to get both of those, even as a free-to-play player. In terms of if you got a lot of great events for those cookie cutters, you get about 75 pulls to get one of those, just to give you an idea, and then everything else here. Now, very important there, we are running frilled jellyfish. Many players ask about what you can swap in and out. Really going to depend on your team. I think keeping these two together, and then probably frilled is going to be maybe the one that you're going to move on in terms of doing something else. Again, we're on attack, Dream Conductor's Whistle for attack and crit, and then Sleepyhead's Jelly Watch for more attack and cooldown. In terms of our gear, the biggest thing on the gear, you could move over to attack speed on this one. I know many players have asked me about it, so you could try that. I didn't rebuild this based off before. Additionally, here you can see what my makeup looks like. You definitely want to add water as your elemental type. It's going to make a huge difference there. Similar for jellyfish here, we're on lots of cooldown. We can make this one much better. I didn't tweak it yet like I did the other one. Here we got attack. We're going to move over to this one because we do have a little bit better there. Again, with Seafaring, if we do move over to your water type, which I do have down here instead, it's going to make a big difference. Here we're also on attack, so you can be on attack. Everything that you can put water type elemental stuff on with the new beast kits. We got some farming to do here. We talk about where you can get those, and I think they gave some actually out that you can get in your mail as well, so make sure you're doing that. All right, so there's our team, a super fun team. Quickly here's all the gear. Like I said, I know a lot of players like to look and ask. There you go. And again, you can just see a little bit of that water type elemental damage right there. If we can get this way up, I know we could do way more damage when it comes to the team. So sorry, Guild, we're going to go ahead though, so that our chat and users can see exactly what's going on. We're going to go full blown into this thing. Now, a couple of the biggest pieces here is, and we'll go a little bit quicker here. Biggest pieces here is just paying attention to the health. You know, that makes a big difference on making sure that you keep these heals on. We have a really good opportunity there with Seltzer Cookie to stay alive. We do get some bigger hits, as you can see right there. As you're kind of thinking and sifting through what does that mean, how you're going to attack, those kinds of things as well, okay? Because this thing can deal a lot of damage. All right, and there we go. No knockout. We're good to go. And right there, almost 4 billion with that team, my friends. And I've consistently heard that from a lot of players. Certainly, I know if we go in and add some more water, add some more attack speed in here, we're going to be able to increase this, my friends. So just calling those pieces out for every area of opportunity and improvement for you to help you succeed as well. All right, there we go. Our first updated Destiny's Flight guild battle here. Destiny's Flight 21-1 with the brand new Machine God of Eternal Void. And we have the Avatar Destiny in there as well. So with that, my friends, I truly hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you got a question, if you got a comment, let me know. If you're a guild looking for players or players looking for a guild, we got a ton of opportunities in the Discord server. I also cleared some space. You can check those out. We're in Hollyberry, and kudos to the team here because we're absolutely crushing it in the top 500. We got some great rewards, and we're gunning for those. That's why I love creating this content for you, to help you win those as well. With that, my friends, thank you for your support as always. I truly appreciate it. And until next time, keep on running.